What's good, superstars? Back with another Vivi video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Review.
Oh, you took that one to the chin pretty hard. Not bad. I mean, we've had a little bit of Thanksgiving dinner today. We got started. Shout out to all the Canadians having Thanksgiving this weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. Today it starts and we go for 3 days basically of food. So it's pretty intense.
Yo, I think I'm still jet lagged, and on top of that, I got some Thanksgiving meals in my body right now. So we're gonna have to make our way through this.
If you haven't already, become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button down below. You never know when we're gonna post. If you hit the bell, you're gonna know exactly what time we post. Some people have been asking us to go live again, Rob. I don't know if you saw those tweets.
No, I didn't.
If you want to know when we're live, the bell is the best way. Make sure you have that bell on. Also, become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. It's underneath the video. Hit the join button. You get a badge. You can level up through the badges. That's a fun gamification on the channel. You get first dibs on merch, but also anything else that we're going to be coming out with. Stay tuned because we got some things in the works. But first dibs will be for the VIP. Also, we got our spreadsheet to let you know if you should go for a drop. We have spreadsheets to let you know how much it costs to sweep the floor and make some profits. A bunch of stuff. We do giveaways. We give away stars in the universe at the end of the month. And we're just going to keep going and keep bringing utility as we go here. Shout out to all the VIP guys. Very much appreciate you guys sticking with us and supporting us. It keeps us going. We've been going daily since January 3rd, 2022, without any plans to stop anytime soon. So again, shout out to the VIP. If you want to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, Twitter will have our VV profile. And in the description, we got a Discord. And we also have a PO box. Shout out OG Growler VIP. I'm going to keep shouting you out until I put these in a frame. I don't think we got any comments on which frames to buy yet. So Growler's just getting some free advertising. Oh, advertising. We can advertise a sale for you. Real, digital, whatever it is. We've been doing it for the VIP fam, and we have no problem doing that.
I wonder if Keep Calm Stack On, legendary VIP Hall of Famer. I wonder if he ever sold his comic. I don't know. I didn't see anything from him.
I don't know, but it seems like it's a reasonable price. I mean, that's a nice comic. It came from Comics and Crypto. If you guys don't know, check it out. It's on our profile. So shout out to Women by Vivi. Looks like they're at New York Comic Con. Jumpstart Janie, friend of the channel, is took the picture and posted it. And looks like Vivi retweeted it. So looks like everybody's having a blast. They're kind of on a rooftop or something. In the background, you just see like the lights of New York. So pretty cool picture. I'm not sure. The one and only Alfred Kahn will be making an appearance at our Marvel booth at 1:30. And Vivi had to retweet this. I am coming to Comic-Con this afternoon. I'll be wearing a Pokemon jacket.
They're trolling so hard.
They're the biggest trolls. You are the biggest trolls.
At this point, if you I can't see Vivi not having Pokemon. Like everyone talks about, like, oh, it's not here till it's here. They hint at it so much. It's basically like criminal at this point if they don't have Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like
when is the time that you discount it and you say they don't have it? Like how long has to pass before
they must have it? Like for like an executive team to be hinting this hard at Pokemon, you know they must have it. It's in the works. The question is when
and how. That's what I want to know.
Will it be November? How. I don't know. We're gonna make a video on that maybe.
This is another thing dropping on Vivi. Maybe we can go through this pretty quickly. We have the Mysterio. So I guess this is part of the Sinister Six, the Spider-Man villains.
Yep.
So this is coming out. There are 2 poses. I think one of them is 3,000 editions, which is this one.
Okay.
And then one of them is 2,000 editions. I'm pretty sure the smoke moves in this though.
Is it? It says animated on the bottom left corner there.
It doesn't, but I'm pretty sure I've seen some kind of video in the smoke moves. Let me know in the comments below if you guys saw that as well. I would guess it'd be like kind of like Slimer almost, how Slimer has that little smoke effect.
Okay. A little bit of an aura.
But you got 5,000 total here. To me, not big enough of a character for me in these market conditions to sell out. For that reason, I don't know if the smoke is like a really cool effect. It might be above box, but
yeah, I don't know. Like we're in a day and age right now where things are going very, very badly for drops. I just can't see any drop at this point. Would you say it was again? It was how much?
5,000 editions. I would even compare it to Daredevil because Daredevil is bigger IP. I would feel like.
I think so. Villains die.
Yeah, and Daredevil went below, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna say underlisted for this one.
even for the ultra rare,
I think the ultra rare, the 2001, like maybe at listed. Like at
or
this
like just
point,
above.
or just above. Like at this point, like I have very, very little confidence in any drop.
You
I
know,
still go for them though.
the other one that was a 2-part drop was the Mr. Fantastic, I think, right?
Okay.
And didn't he go below on both? And that was the first time that we saw like both of them go below.
That's just so ridiculous when you see that happen. Like typically, like one of them should go a little bit more than listed because the whole point is that people gamble for the other one and sell it for more.
Yeah, but we've seen it happen time and time again. These last 5 drops, there's only one option. You're still selling it below retail. So to me, I think they might both go below, and this one might be just riding close to the
Maybe it's
line, just because the IP is not big enough for me. I don't think the IP. I don't think you go on the street. I bet you 8 out of 10 people don't know him. Don't know who Mysterio is.
no. I mean, like Mysterio's a good villain. Like I think he has the name. If you're a Marvel fan, you know it. But he's a very
I'm talking
cool,
average person, not Marvel fans. Like,
okay, true.
Yeah.
Fair point. And then he's really, really cool. Like the AR aspect of this, it might be one of the ones like T-Rex that's like it's a nice one to own for its effects. It might end up in my collection eventually just for the use of it in AR to take photos and post.
Yeah. So this is the other one, by the way. This one here, 50 gem box, 35 gems in the secondary right now.
Crushed.
So I think you're going to see similar things here. Maybe not right away. This might be like 40, 45. Might start out right above box just because it might have a cool animation, like you said. But I don't think the IP is there. I don't think the time is right. And that's good for people who are still here, who are trying to stack for whenever that bull market does return. Because if it is a cool collectible and that smoke moves around and it's like, it's pretty insane in AR, I think you can't go wrong. So
yeah, let us know below what your price predictions are. You guys have a really good sense when all the comments come together. Everyone's giving price predictions. We get a pretty good sense of where this drop's going to land. So let us know below. Yeah.
So it looks like Tokidoki's been by the booth. There's been a bunch of people by the booth. We saw Ron English yesterday. They talked about Alfred Kahn.
Yeah, I gotta show you something here. So very similar to what you're showing right now.
Yeah.
If you look at Vivi's Instagram, if I pull it up real quickly on my screen, what you'll see is that they played this. They have this. Here we go. You can see David Yu right now with the people. You have the booth right now. It looks like there's some hype going on. David Yu's giving some stuff out. It looks like, what is that, shirts?
Yeah, it looks like something rolled up. Yeah.
So we did a video yesterday about like growing the Vivi base. It looks pretty good right now in terms of the. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe 100 people there.
Something it looked pretty busy. Even the after parties and stuff. That's fun. That's fun on a rooftop with the Empire State. Is that Empire? I think in the background. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's sick. And then what's your favorite Marvel?
They got some new Marvel Mighties, eh? Did you see that? Jane Foster and
nice.
And Spider-Man. That's a new one too, right?
Very, very cool. Well, no, Spider-Man we had before.
But I think the physical they had Thor and Captain America only last time.
The physical, yeah. These are sick.
Does that have the Mysterio animation on their Instagram by any chance?
No, it does not. No, it does not.
That's what you were looking up.
That's why I went on in the first place to look it up, and I just saw their live here. So I'm just kind of rolling through this right now. There's Reese right there. You got Dan.
Yeah, the whole team.
The whole
except
team.
Alex, but I'm
Vivi
sure
Vivi Magic, I could see there.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Everyone's recognizable. I mean, but everyone's as hardcore, it looks like. So that looks like a really fun time. I'm really jealous. Yeah. But it just didn't work out with all of our vacation time that we came back, and with Decon we really want to get to. So we're trying to plan that this weekend actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I go back to our Twitter now, we'll get. We posted the video yesterday. Are you a blind moon boy? The one before that, we were talking about how to maybe bring back the excitement for drops, because that's something that really got us addicted in the first place. So Rob, why don't you explain maybe a little bit of the reasoning why we feel like excitement for drops is important and what we're seeing in the current market?
Yeah, like we're kind of on a rampage this week, talking a lot about and making everyone think about like what can Vivi do to improve in the near term. Everybody knows it's going to be a long wait. We have people in the comments saying that it's going to be a while. We know it's going to be a while, and we're patient. We continue to follow Vivi, and we will always be following Vivi. We are part of the core that will follow Vivi under all circumstances. But in order to grow, we got to continuously bring in new people and build. It doesn't have to just be another hype cycle. There could still be some nice growth along the way. We're seeing we saw a pathetic 3 new wallets one day. I think 33. Like Comic-Con brought in maybe 600. Like if we want to be millions, like they talk about being millions, can't even in the bear markets, you want to grow a little bit more than like 33 new wallets a day. So we pulling out also our good friend Puddin Cheeks, pulling out his spreadsheet, keeping it up to date. One of the big things here is gem purchases. How much money is coming to the app? It gives us a good idea of the health of the growth, because as more new users come, they need to buy new gems, and we should see an increase in new gems. So we went ahead and we kind of just took this information and we brought it into Excel. And I've labeled in red anything under 200,000 USD of new gems per day. And what you can see is from October to September 1st, there was a lot of days under 200,000. If you compare that, if I go down this chart to August and a little bit of July, you see that very, very few days are under 200,000. Now, there's various reasons for that, but one of the biggest reasons is just the growth of the market. You know, the bear market's been around for a long time, and there's just less people buying up gems for drops. And we're seeing that in the numbers. Here's a graphical version of it. You can see on the bottom right side, there's definitely less total volume of gems coming in compared to any other time in history. And we've already done many videos talking about the state of the market at different points in time. Why it's relevant right now is that it's a sleepy time in the market. Collectible prices aren't doing so hot, but Vivi needs to learn from other projects and find ways to spice it up to get people excited again. And one of the ways that we've talked about over the last 2 days is drops. Bring the excitement back to the drops. And we think that's going to draw people in. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, we definitely think that that'll be like a reason. I know hype is not always the best thing, but if you have a continuous hype, that is something that cannot be ignored. I mean, they've tried to do it by limiting mint number runs, adjusting the mints. We've seen it with the comics. It went from 30,000 to standard 20,000. Now it looks like we might even be at 10,000 mints for comics, adjusting to the crowd. Might be still like crazy high, because if you think about it, you only went down a third of the mints on comics when prices of collectibles are down 95% in some cases. I mean, that to me means that maybe the saturation is still crazy. I think the supply demand ratio might not be being met as quickly as it could be, but that's definitely a reason. I also, before we go on here, I wanted to shout out somebody, and I forgot to do that earlier. So I'm going to just do that pretty quickly here. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, but have you seen this artwork by Vivi Arcade? So he's a tattoo artist. We knew that, but I didn't know how great his artwork was.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. So
if you're going to be tatting people up, you must be truly a gifted artist.
And this is all painting and stuff like that. And he shows like a little time lapse here. And it's fantastic. And he's giving it away. So nice. That's him with the artwork. And he's doing a giveaway airdrop. I guess he has an NFT for it, and he has a Medium article here explaining it all. We have that retweeted, but
yeah,
we want to support the community, and that's crazy. And he's got some superstar money colors in there.
Yeah, he does. He does.
You know, he threw it in there.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. A good
There's
friend
also
of ours,
Benjamin, doing a charity auction for those people who are in Hurricane Ian. I was there in Hurricane Ian, and there are a lot of people, especially on the coast, that got hit very hard. So this is definitely for a good cause if you want to go and auction onto that Nova Seeker Rare.
Perfect. Yeah. So no, this was our mid discussion sponsorship. So again, if you okay, guys, make sure you check them out. Beautiful art.
So let's continue.
Yeah, let's continue back. Yeah. So what I was going to mention is that, and then because we went on Twitter and we talked about the different drop ideas that we had to spice things up. Some people came up with some pretty good ideas. And I think, Joe, you want to maybe pull up one of the amazing ideas?
Yeah, there was a bunch of them, but I think this one here, like even the graphic, they came out with like the Vivi graphic in the same type of format that Vivi's app shows. But shout out to Hundov or Hundoff. I don't know how you pronounce it, but allow reroll for users who would sell below retail in order to go for a new blind box. This way, you burn collectibles, and it helps drop sell out. Vivi can make more money with rerolls than just having collectibles sit in the store. Each drop has a different price.
Yeah.
The reason that I like this is because Vivi has mentioned anything that doesn't sell out in the store, they're going to burn. So at that point, they make no money. They don't make any sale. This kind of allows them to rebuy or allow some kind of value. It's almost like when things go on clearance at a store.
Yeah.
People didn't buy everything, put it on clearance and see what happens.
I
The thing I don't really match with here is that they have a 5-gem reroll, and I think that's way too low. I think you got to be like 50% of box at least or something like that. And the reason is you give some kind of credibility to it, and you also keep the person who's doing this reroll invested. I did a little bit of a quick spreadsheet here, and this is very simple, but drop, say it's 50 gems, say this is a Mysterio drop, for example, or whatever, something with more than two variants. First roll, you get an uncommon. You're like, I really want the ultra rare. So you're like, you know what? Burn it, hit it again, common. I really want the ultra rare. Burn it, hit it again. Finally, you get the ultra rare. But at this point, you're 100 gems deep. And if you were to stop and you say, you know what, I'll try twice, whatever I end up with, you'd be 75 gems deep. Now it's a little harder to sell below retail because you've invested a little bit more money, and to be selling below the 50, I think this might overall generally help the market health. I think there's got to be a little bit of ways that you do it. Maybe you have to wait a little bit before allowing rerolls just so you can give the natural market some time for people who are thinking about buying. But I think this is a genius idea, Rob. What do you think?
Yeah, first of all, I think that was fantastic what you said. About 50%, it seems to be, to me, a reasonable spot. Now, it's also the effective use of when you would use this. So he's on to something here in terms of, instead of just burning the rest of them for free. So David, you sits in a room. He's like, okay, I'm going to list this for $50 and I'm going to make 6,000 of them. And he's already told us that he will burn collectibles eventually if they're not sold out. So I don't think they can come out guns blazing off the bat and be like, you could just start re-rolling off the bat. There has to be some dark period until they're confident it's not going to sell out. And then before you just go and burn everything for free and lose them all, you give everyone an opportunity to do this. And those who participated on the drop get the utility of getting access to doing this, which is a discounted roll on drops, which instead of burning collectibles for free, brings more income in for the licensors, brings more income in for Vivi, and they can re-roll. Now, you could make it, if you really want, that you don't have to burn. Like, you can make it after the dark period that, you know, you don't have to burn and you can get a 50% roll. I don't know how that's going to do. That might do a bit better. Or maybe they change the ratios a little bit, that if you do burn, maybe you get even more of a discount as an added benefit if you burn. Like, they can
There's so many ways. There's so many ways.
There's so many ways, but the point is instead of just burning them all off, but if you can't sell out, don't just burn them all off. Give utility. Let people get a discount. That is win-win.
Why do nothing? You have a great community here giving you ideas. Might be a little bit of coding that has to go into it. We know a ton of coders that we've never known any coders. We met so many through this community. I mean, there are people willing to help. I know it's a little bit more of a legal thing and all this stuff when it comes to that, but the fact that people are coming up with ideas to help you, like Vivi, if you're watching this, like, people are trying to come up with ideas to keep this app health alive. And to me, this is a no-brainer. I mean, if you're not going to sell it out, you're going to burn it for nothing. Why not try something like this? Bring in a little bit more revenue and keep some excitement, because that is the big key. The excitement is dying.
Yeah, and maybe here's another thing. Maybe for those who went on the drop on drop day, get this utility. So now you want to go for the drop on drop day. Those who don't are left out, and you'd have to go into a secondary market. Or maybe those are the ones that have to get the secondary market and burn. I also liked how you mentioned that it should help prices in the end because people will be investing more.
That would be if you burn. If you burn. That's why I think you have to burn, because if you don't burn and then you have something at a discounted price, I think that affects the secondary market by bringing the price even lower, because now you have two for less than 2 boxes. But if you go here, you have one and it costs you more than 1 box, should help you to increase the thing. And maybe commons become just as rare as ultra rare. Like, it could be something like that, right? People won't know, especially, that's the other thing. We talk about having a dark period, but if you let it happen right at the beginning and there's outstanding mints and people are like, if it comes up right when you buy, like he shows in this example, and you choose the reroll, what happens if everybody did the reroll on the common and now the common has less mints than the ultra rare? Then you're going to be like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
And a lot of times the common has the better pose or the better character.
Yeah. The only thing I'm concerned about if they do that is they will increase mint numbers, right? We're going to get back to almost the bot days where it sells out in seconds, and then maybe they'll
I think that's not a bad thing, because they'll be making more money.
Yeah, maybe. Is the balance going to be enough? That's why the simpler way would be the initial one. You let it go at some listed price. If it doesn't sell out, then you incentivize. But what you're saying almost changes the entire drop mentality and the ratios. You know, it'd be fun to make a probability spreadsheet.
That would be crazy. Yeah.
With predictions on should you burn and
reroll.
So this, we could go back and forth all day on different iterations, different versions of this base concept. And what's the name again? So what's the superstar's name again here that came up with this idea?
Hundoff.
Superstar Hundoff definitely got us talking. This is exactly what we're talking about. Put out ideas into the world. Who knows how it can develop, how it can change. If Vivi's watching this, I hope you guys consider this because it could be a way to get some excitement back in drops to give that second chance. Second chance, of course, with a fee, with a catch, but it's a second chance. It's a win-win for Vivi. It's a win-win for the user experience. It's a win-win for the licensors as well.
I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this. If you don't like the idea, why don't you like it? What do you think could be? Maybe you guys have different ideas. Like Rob said, we would love to hear those. So definitely tag us on Twitter, and we will. If we think it's valuable and we'll support the project in a positive light, I think it's something that we will definitely speak to on one of our videos. So again, big shout out to Hundoff because I never thought of this and I never thought of it in this way. But as you put it, and you know what it was, the graphic is so clear that you're like, oh, I can actually see this happening. So
you need the graphic. I'll be honest. The first time I read it, I didn't really get what he was saying, and then the graphic made sense. They say the picture says 1,000 words, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let us know below what you guys think about the idea. Let us know what you guys think about how they can spice up drops. Do you agree with this? Are we on to something here? Or do you think that a completely different idea, forget, the reroll, would the reroll even make you want to join more? Another thing too, just before we close out, we are curious about Mysterio. Are you going for the drop tomorrow? Are you going to stay out of it? I know many of you have stopped going for drops, but I'm curious to know if you will go for this drop and give us your price predictions below. So if you haven't already, don't forget, smash the subscribe button, become a superstar, join the superstar fam, and hit the bell notification button. As Joe said, a live. We haven't done a live in a long, long time. So we gotta look into doing some of that because it's been definitely over a month since we had an opportunity to speak to the fam live. So hit the button, and then you never know what other videos we're going to hit you with. And then also, if you would like to support us a little bit further, you can become a superstar VIP, get the cool star beside your name, get our spreadsheets, get our advertisements. If you want to try to advertise something, we'll help you out. Get a star named after you, get maybe merch, first dibs on merch if you're interested in that. We thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.